Ребята, всем привет! Привет из этого классного города. Немножко сейчас туманно, вы не можете видеть этот мост «Золотые ворота» за мной. Мы сейчас будем снимать очень классное видео про одну из языковых школ в Сан Франциско, которая находится 3 минуты от вот этого офигенного залива, парка. Они называют это место своим задним двориком в школе. Сейчас будем снимать интервью с директором этой языковой школы. Погнали! So, Melvin, it's
Hello.
nice to meet you.
Same here.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to talk about the school, to show us San Francisco. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
And
Yes. So I am the newest director at Talk. I started in December of 2021, so it's approaching 2 years since I've been a director here at Talk. And it's been a great ride thus far. It's been lots of action, lots of fun, upbeat, sort of interactions with students, as well as, of course, the reason why we're here to help improve our students' language proficiency. So yeah, it's been a great 2 years. I can't believe it's gone by so quickly.
I know, that's awesome.
Yeah, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here at Talk.
Thank you. So Melvin, can you tell us a little bit about the school, like an overview for the students?
Sure, absolutely. We have 6 classrooms at Talk San Francisco. So that means that we can host 6 classes, and that can be anywhere from level 1 through level 6, but currently we're hosting levels 2 to level 5.
Which is high beginner through
advanced.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, we're currently not hosting our beginner class, the level 1, and we're currently not hosting our level 6 proficiency, but nonetheless, only because we don't have students right now for those levels, but once we do, we will open those classes. Yeah.
Awesome.
But the community is fantastic. Our students love studying at Talk San Francisco. They not only learn from their teacher, no matter if they're here for a short program or a longer program. Students definitely learn. So when I speak with them on graduation day, they've told me that they've learned quite a bit while they've studied with us at Talk. So our faculty member or our teachers are really we promote them because they're the reasons why our students have such a great time at Talk. But not only that, our students interact with other students from all around the world, and that's one of the highlights or benefits of studying at Talk San Francisco, that individuals are not in their silo countries, but they interact as friends during the time that they're in school.
Totally. So where are the students coming from mostly? Do you have like population that we can
Centers?
share? Yeah.
Population centers? Yeah, we have students from all around the world. We have some large population centers that our students come to us from. For example, from Taiwan, from Japan, from Colombia, from Brazil. We also have students from Europe, so from Italy, etc.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have many Russian-speaking students?
We have a few, yes. Our students from Uzbekistan. Yes, we have quite a few students from Uzbekistan, and they do speak Russian as well.
Awesome.
Yes.
What do you think, or what you can share with our students makes Talk at San Francisco stand out from other schools, from other language schools for international students?
Sure. Well, I think there are 3 highlights and 3 things that I think really put us above the competition, if you will. I think, first of all, our location. Our location is by far one of the yes, exactly, by far one of the best. Yes, exactly. And we promote that. We're on Fisherman's Wharf. So if you look at a map of San Francisco, we're at the very top, the northernmost part of San Francisco, and it's very close, within walking distance, 5 minutes to this wonderful location, which is Ghirardelli Square, where you can overlook the bay. And on a clear day, you can actually see the Golden Gate Bridge from here. But right now, it's San Francisco weather, so it's cloudy and overcast over there at the bridge. Part two is that the personalized experience that our students receive at Talk is unmatched. What I mean by that is not only do our teachers provide that quality care and education to our students, also helping them understand American life and values as well, and really personalize the experience, meet them to not necessarily speak to the entire mass of the class, but to reach each student individually. That personalized attention, I think, is what sets us apart from other schools. And our students who enroll at Talk San Francisco, they love that. And the last part is, as I mentioned before, our faculty or our teachers. They really help our students. Our students are the stars, and they really help our students really understand, take this complex language, help them understand, sort of deconstruct the language in such a way that the students are able to understand that and then be able to grasp the concept. We do it in a fun, interactive way so that it doesn't seem so boring in class. Most students, when they have learned or studied English, perhaps maybe when they were
they don't have such a pleasant experience, right?
Exactly.
Just because it was,
and they fear it. But the language is such a beautiful language. And our teachers and faculty members help them to really overcome that fear from maybe in the past and help them learn the language while they're here. That's why when they leave on graduation day, that they're so confident and they have learned a lot.
Yeah. So let me ask you this then: Are they the teachers? Are they native speakers?
They are native speakers. Yes.
That's probably very helpful as well.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you mentioned that you do it in a fun, interactive way. And I saw some pictures when we just walked in to talk. There were pictures of students in Yosemite Park. Did you guys do like field trips, or what was that?
Yes, those pictures, yes, are on our activities board. Those are activities that we do. So those are out of classroom experiences. So we do offer those experiences about once a week. Activities like Yosemite, that's of course, you can imagine that's an extra cost, but students who are willing to pay that small fee can go on those trips.
Yeah.
But so yes, but inside of the classroom, there are a lot of fun, interactive, upbeat activities and some games, as well as friendly competition using media and technology. For example, playing the game of Jeopardy, but breaking off into teams and using the cell phones in a sense as a way to answer the question. So it's a fun interactive activity, but in the questions of Jeopardy, for example, that's how they're learning grammar and other types of language, other parts of the language.
Yeah. What would you say the benefits are for international students to study in San Francisco?
Well, not only does one receive a multicultural education, so not just necessarily at Talk, but at San Francisco. San Francisco is 7 miles by 7 miles. It's very concentrated, so there are a lot of individuals or people in the city itself. So they will get to interact with people from all around the world, even outside of Talk. And learn from that. This is Americana, and they will learn from that. But not only that, we are in the Bay Area, and there's lots to see and do in the Bay Area. For example, Silicon Valley. If individuals are interested in tech startups, Silicon Valley is not that far away. Or they can go across the Bay to Oakland or UC Berkeley, the Berkeley community, where they will experience something completely different. So they will receive a multicultural education while they're here inside and outside of the classroom.
What type of support services do you provide for international students at Talk?
Okay. Well, for support services for a language school, it's a little different than what you would imagine a support service that would be, for example, maybe if you attend a college or university in the United States. But for us, in terms of support services, for example, if a student is coming away from home and they're relatively new to the country, has never been here before. If they would like a pickup or meet and greet service at the airport, San Francisco International, we would provide that for them. That helps smooth the transition from getting from home onto U.S. soil and then getting them to perhaps maybe the place of residence, if you will. Whether that place of residence is in our student residence, or if that's in our homestay, or if that is in their own domicile, we would provide that meet and greet pickup service at the airport. That's part one. If the student does not have a place to stay, we do have a partnership with a student residence. Actually, two of them, in fact. The Kenmore and the Monroe.
So what is the student residence? Maybe some people don't know what this is.
Yeah, our student residence, you can think of it as, for example, if you went to college or university, most likely you would move into a dorm, if you will. You can view it as that idea, but it's not like moving into a college dorm at all. It's actually a converted hotel where the student can choose to have a roommate or not, so a shared room or a private room, and the bathroom configuration, which is inside of the room or outside of the room as well. Yeah, okay. And then meals are provided, breakfast and dinner. Is very tasty, I will say, as well. They can go online to our student residence site. We can share that with them. And then they can commute or travel from the residence to our to school.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so those are some of the support services that we do have for students.
We just moved here to show you streetcars. I called it trolley. I didn't know. Let me ask you this. Are there any special partnerships or like collaborations with local universities or businesses that could be beneficial for international students?
We do have several partnerships with colleges and universities in the Bay Area. In fact, let me take this opportunity to say we do have, as part Talk has a great partnership with a program called Unistudy, Unistudy USA. It's housed in Miami, but we communicate on Microsoft Teams regularly. Unistudy's sole purpose is to help our students with the entrance exam. Well, first to decide which college or university they would like to attend, and then to work with them on completing the application, and if there are any entrance exams needed, to help them understand the process of that as well.
Is it like to pretty much any school? I mean, any university or college that they help with?
That's a great question. It's not. We have specific partnerships with select schools, and we do have at least one college or university in each of the 50 states, if you will. So there is a college or university in each state that we have a partnership with. But if a student does not want to go to one of those schools that we have a partnership with, for example, then I would work with them. For example, if there were a student at San Francisco, I would work with them individually to then try to see if we can get into that particular school. I imagine that our partnership with Unistudy USA will also help them to get into that school as well. The beauty of this partnership with Unistudy USA is that because the student will book with us their English program, at the conclusion of that English program, they will receive a certificate. And through our partnerships, for example, the College of San Mateo here in the Bay Area, they will accept that certificate from the English program as the entrance exam. So they
without
TOEFL and IELTS.
Awesome.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the student would not have to actually take TOEFL or IELTS if they attend one of those colleges or universities that we have a specific partnership with. But yes, we do have a partnership with select universities through our Unistudy program.
Is there a Stanford by any chance?
Is Stanford one of those?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to give that away. You'll just have to come and find out.
Yeah.
Come to Talk San Francisco and find out. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Before we do a tour around the school, maybe you can share something with international students to encourage them, or like any advice that you can share before they enroll into talk?
Absolutely. So I know learning English and coming to the United States could be scary in their individual rights. But then when you put them together, that can even be a little bit more or scarier, if you will. But recognize that it's realizing a dream of coming to the United States and learning English. So I would like to support that as well. So if individuals are hesitant, I would say book your English program, come to San Francisco, and you will find out that you will love it. And you would think, why haven't I done this before? Not only does San Francisco have a wealth of opportunities for education, for cultural experiences, food, for example.
Right.
Chinatown is not that far away if individuals are interested in Chinese cuisine. The Italian town is not that far away either, if you will. And also smaller communities are all over the city. So our students will get a great educational experience, not only inside of the classroom, but in greater San Francisco Bay Area as well. So if students are a little hesitant, not sure whether or not they want to come to San Francisco, I would say do it. Book their English program, come on over. We will take care of you here at Talk San Francisco. We have support services to help students make the transition from home to school and back as well. And once again, like I said, it's a personalized experience that we offer here. So we work with the students from the time that they get here until the time that they leave, to not only improve their English speaking skills, speaking, reading, writing, vocabulary, grammar skills as well. Not only that, but also to give them an enriching experience. In this general area, this is our student lounge. This is where our students come in and our visitors come in from outside, and they are greeted here in our student lounge in this space over here. And you would see that we have the relaxing part of our lounge space, where we have couches and chairs that students can feel at home, if you will, feel that they can recline quite a bit. In this general area, we have a library. We have English books, if you will. It's not a great selection, but nonetheless, it's English books that students can check out if they would like. If you see a book that you really, really like, great book. They can check it out. It's based on the honor system. We have a checkout sheet right up here. Students just sign out the book. They take it with them, and then when they're done with it, they bring it back, sign it back in, if you will, and put it back on the shelf as well.
Awesome.
So this is our general sort of reclining, relaxing space. Right over here, you will find the more structured seating, where students would be able to sit and be able to speak with other students in English, of course, not in the native language, as well as if during break time, if they would like to eat a snack or have lunch, this would be the general space that they would be able to do that. Yes. If there's a student who has a bike, we do have a few spaces where the student can leave their bike during class time and then pick it up from here. Of course, it's only a few spaces, so it's first come, first serve. Yeah. In this general area, you'll find my office. If I'm not out here in the student lounge interacting with students, you'll find me in my office working on director-related stuff as well. This is our office or copier area for where our faculty and teachers make their copies, prepare for their classes. And now the good stuff. In this classroom number 6, like I said, we have 6 classrooms. In classroom number 6, this is where our level 2 students sit. This is our high beginner class. And teacher Michael is their teacher in this class. So these are students who are still learning to be able to, still learning vocabulary to be able to then express themselves, if you will. This is level 2, high beginner. Right this way, on this wall, this is our wall of fame. I really like this interactive board, bulletin board if you will. That's what it is, an interactive bulletin board where I believe our students, you all, if you enroll with us, are the stars of Talk San Francisco. It's not me, and it's not the teachers. It is really the students. The students are the reasons why we're here, and we don't take that for granted, and we don't take that lightly. As part of the last, one of the last things that the students will do on day one at orientation and placement test is to decorate their star. They will receive a blank star, and then they are to paint it however they would like, representing their hometown and something interesting about them, about themselves. Then they will find an empty space on the wall and pin their star on the wall. Pinning their star on the wall represents their entrance. They're officially a Talk student and their entrance into Talk San Francisco, but not only that, but also integration into the American way of life, hence the American flag. Our wall of fame.
Yeah, that's great.
In this general area, this is where our student services coordinator sits, and currently she's on break. She greets all of our guests and help our students, he or she, but currently it's a she, greets our guests while they're here at school. We also have at school filtered water, water fountain that if students would like water, they can have water anytime during the time that they're here at school. Come on with me. In this general area, this is our kitchen area, and it's for anyone to use, anyone who's here at Talk School. Students can bring their lunches and put it in our full functioning refrigerator. No one touches the food, so while you're in class, the food is there. And during break time, students take out their food items and heat it up in our microwaves, if you will. We also have cups and plates and utensils here for students to use. Once they're done, it's placed in the sink, and then we put it in the dishwasher at the end of the day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, students can also sit here, eat their lunches, and then speak in English, or they can take their lunches once again to the student lounge.
So you don't allow students to speak in their native language?
We frown upon that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
They came to.
It's all English all the
Yeah,
time.
that's
Yes.
great.
Yes. Down the hall here. In these two classes, this is our, sorry. In these two classes, you'll find it's our intermediate class, intermediate level. This is our low intermediate, and teacher Mary Jo is the teacher in this class. So this is level 3 in classroom 3. And in this class, this is level 4, and you'll find it's our high intermediate level. And this is teacher Mary Jo. I'm sorry, that's teacher Mary Jo. This is teacher Sarah in level 4. Collectively, our intermediate classes, we highlight, of course, speaking in our intermediate classes, but there is also lots of exercises with grammar as well, grammar, reading, and writing. And lastly, this is our specialized class, or our advanced class, if you will. I did indicate that we have the advanced level. This is all of the students here are at the advanced level, and teacher Phil is their teacher, if you will, and that's where these are the students in that class. This is the largest class that we have at Talk San Francisco. Normally, our class sizes are anywhere from 5 students to about 15 students, but right now, this is at 25.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. Teacher's Lounge here, where the teachers are able to relax or take a break during the break time if they would like just a moment for themselves, and they just step into the teacher's lounge. And in classroom number 1, this is where we host orientation placement tests. So on day 1, when students come to Talk San Francisco, they take their placement test as well as go through orientation, which are understanding various student services related type items to make them successful successful here, we host that both of those here in classroom number 1. Yeah. Come on in. Great.
Я закончила снимать видео, интервью только что с директором школы. Я думаю, что очень классно все прошло. Очень он такой веселый, столько всего полезного поделился, рассказал, показал школу. Сейчас вот поедем еще, погуляем немножко по пирсу, покажу вам, что здесь можно посмотреть. И в конце этого видео мы поедем в Силиконовую долину, где вы тоже сможете увидеть офисы Гугла, Apple, Стэнфорд, то есть все вот это. А вот так вот выглядит вход в школу. То есть вот я сейчас выхожу, да, как бы здесь сразу улица, и справа будет видно уже водичку. До того места, где мы снимали в начале видео, идти, ну, может, 3 минутки где-то. Примерно вот так вот выглядит дорога, вся часовая из Сан Франциско в Силиконовую долину. Ну что, мы приехали в так называемую долину, которая называется Mountain View, Силиконовую долину, здесь США. И мне прям очень интересно за всем этим наблюдать. Ну, во-первых, потому что я обожаю все, что связано с технологиями, постоянно смотрю, что новое выходит, что можно использовать и так далее. И моя любимая блогер живет также недалеко отсюда. Мы, может, проедем через эти райончики посмотреть. Марина Могилка. Кто не знает, сейчас мы приехали в так называемый Apple Park. Вот этот магазин Apple, да, который по всему миру, и его главный офис находится недалеко от гаража, где Стив Джобс основал компанию. Так что сейчас пойдем вовнутрь и посмотрим, что здесь есть. Вот так вот все выглядит. Большой магазин, как в принципе у нас дома. Прошел год. Так выглядит магазин, как обычный Apple магазин. Открытый, пустой. Следующая наша остановка — это офис Гугла. Главный в Силиконовой долине. Смотрите, какие здесь велосипедики стоят. Так вот, все красиво, красиво. Мама там ходит, всему удивляется тоже. Приехала в офис Гугла. Нас направили вон в то здание Гугла для посетителей. Пошли посмотрим, что. Коробки какие-то для игр. Сотрудники играют на перерыве. Видите, стоят мусорки для собачек. Говорят, что в офис Google, если ты здесь работаешь, можно привозить с собой животных. Все для удобства сделано, для людей. Так выглядит этот магазинчик Гугла. Такое все яркое, красивое. Ну и завершающая часть видео у нас будет здесь, в Стэнфорде. Я сейчас около одного из холлов. Просто очень красивый студенческий городок. Я никогда здесь не была. Это давно еще была моя мечта — учиться в Стэнфорде. Немножко таких интересных фактов. Обучение здесь стоит почти $80 тысяч в год. Чтобы поступить в этот университет, тоже все не так просто. Acceptance rate 3,7%, по-моему, 3,7%. То есть очень маленький, нужно писать сопроводительное письмо, как бы все как полагается в один из топовых университетов. Университет находится тоже рядом с Сан Франциско, тоже в Силиконовой долине. Очень многие студенты приезжают сюда из других стран учиться, то есть это не только ты должен быть студентом в Америке, чтобы учиться в Стэнфорде, как и, в принципе, в любом университете. Сейчас немножко проведу вас по территории университета, покажу, что еще здесь есть. Очень много студентов, очень все красиво. Но хотела просто добавить, что вот эти вот функции, да, там для многих бюджетно приехать сюда на языковые курсы, Это очень классная опция, во-первых, да, улучшить английский язык, во-вторых, вступить уже на американскую землю и смотреть, какие у вас опции есть, а потом уже, скажем, идти на профессиональные курсы, где у вас есть возможность стажировки, работы, поступать в университеты, колледжи, где у вас тоже есть возможность стажировки и работы. Кто-то делает рабочие грин-карты, в общем, много разных вариантов. Я решила, что территория Стэнфорда — это один из самых, наверное, таких вдохновляющих для многих мест, и поэтому видео здесь. Если же, ребят, есть какие-то вопросы, пишите в комментариях под этим видео. Вы знаете, что вы можете всегда зайти на сайт, выбрать услугу, которая вам нужна. Мы помогаем приехать на профессиональные курсы, на просто курсы языковые английского, поступить в любой колледж или университет. Даже если мы не сотрудничаем с ним, мы можем заполнить за вас все документы, помочь с получением студенческой визы, с оформлением всех документов, прохождением интервью, записью на интервью. Ссылка тоже в описании под этим видео на сайт. И идемте пройдемся по территории Стэнфорда.